trading is really going to become mechanical. Many people don't talk about how trading can become mechanical, where you can have a model that works every single day. What happens with most people is that people come into the market every single day, and every other day they have a different strategy. So they're never going to get to the end goal. So that'll be my 2 cents when it comes to how to get the apex or the top step challenge, and also how to really get appraised when it comes to ICT.
Chris, I have a question.
Yes.
I just need some clarity on the 50% in the
Yes.
fair value gap and the exact entry. We're looking at daily,
Yep.
we're looking at 4 hour, we're looking at 1 hour, but then what time frame based on it are we entering?
Great question. I love it. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna leave this on here so everybody can see it. Another one that let me show you something. I'm going to Luxago again, and for some reason, I'm gonna tell you this: these two indicators, I don't know whatever code they use or developer, one identifies more than the other. But let's say, for example, just for time purposes, right? We're on the weekly time frame. We got a fair value gap here, right? So I'm already putting that fair value gap, right? I'm also going to notate. 1 second. I'm going to put here daily FVG, right? And it's going to put it there for me, right? After that, I care about this order block, right? I care about this order block right here, right? After that, I'm going to the daily. And on the daily, I'm identifying other areas that I have a fair value gap, right? So all I care is about fair value gaps. Fair value gaps, liquidity, and order blocks, right? I'm going to bring it down so that it can actually make sense. I don't know why TradingView has been acting crazy, but here you go. All right, let's put it right here. You bring it down just a little bit. There we go, right? After that, I'm going to the 4 hour. And again, I'm looking for fair value gaps, and I'm also looking for order blocks. All right, so 2 fair value gaps. We also have another one down here. All right, so here we go. Let's put another one. All right, and they're very close to price. After that, I'm going to the 1 hour. All right, looking at other order blocks. Right, so we already have that order block. After that, I just remove these 2 indicators. Have a good one. Take care. Appreciate it. Right. So what does that tell me? Look at all these fair value gaps that I already have drawn out. Now I trade off the 5 minute and the 3 minute. I'm a scalper, right? So I trade off the 3 minute or not 5 minute time frame. I'm gonna put it here back to candle, right? And based off of this, I could see 2 things. Liquidity was swept here, right? And aside from that, we have an order block all the way at the top here of 163, right? So I'm looking to get in on the 5 minute time frame, but I have the fair value gaps from the higher time frames drawn out on my 5 minute time frame. Does that make sense? Like I'm doing top down analysis. I'm going to the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. I'm looking for fair value gaps. I'm drawing them out, right? And I'm also making sure that on the 5 minute time frame, I know exactly when price is going to a order block or a higher time frame fair value gap. A higher time frame fair value gap has more precedence than a 5 minute time frame fair value gap. Right? So let's say, for example, price goes like this. Imagine if price goes like this. Boom, 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 right? And then we touch this order block, right? Where do we get this order block from? Well, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, right? I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to go to the left more. I'm going to go to the left, go to the left, go to the left. Price went to that area. Go to the daily because, man, there we go. See how price came to this area right here back in December 21? And what did price do? It rejected. So if I'm on the 5 minute time frame and I see that we're getting to a fair value, sorry, an order block, and now we start the wick and we start the wick and we start the wick, what's going to be your trading plan? Mind you, the last time we came to that order block, what did we do? We came down. So wouldn't your trade setup be for a short? Drop a one if that makes sense for you. Higher time frame analysis, you're going to draw it out, all the fair value gaps, all the inefficiency, all the liquidity, all the order block, all those drawings. You will also see them on your 5-minute time frame in your lower time frames. So now when I'm trading, I'm like, okay, price is retracing to a 4-hour fair value gap. I need to make sure that I'm aware, right? So it's critical. It's very, 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 very critical for everybody to understand. And again, we're going to do a class just on fair value gaps so that everybody understands the difference between a strong fair value gap and also a weak fair value gap. But that's the way that we take into account ICT and the other peer price action concepts, and we put them as part of the lower time frames as well. Excellent. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Microsoft real quick on the 5-minute, just to see if we find something here. Let me see. Oh, perfect. I love this. Oh yeah, I love this. Let me show you something. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Right, 5-minute time frame. I'm gonna replay this. I'm gonna replay this to right here. There we go. Right, off rip, I already identified a fair value gap. Right, yeah, price is moving violently. Great. Impulsive move, relative strength. Everybody going crazy on Twitter. Great. You got a fair value gap. We have inefficiency. That's what I care about, right? Because market makers care about that. Market makers don't care about anything else, right? Press play. Price is what? Comes down. We start the wick. Start the wick. That's just liquidity being grabbed. You know the amount of people that went long here, thinking that Microsoft is going to go to 390 just because we have a conference in Seattle this week. All those breakout traders, they got cooked. They got cooked. And as I like to say, they got smoked like a Cuban cigar. They all got smoked here. So now this liquidity that's here, right, that was taken, right, all that is money. All that right there is money. Now, this is liquidity. Now the market has more money to come down, right? Now we have more strength, right? More energy.